Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ERHE, ERHC Energy Incorporated. I've done this one quite a few times and had a bunch of requests for it today, and I can see why. And actually, this was a very interesting day, and believe it or not, a very bullish day. Will anything more come of it? I don't know. That's going to be part of the breakdown with the video. But from where it was to where it closed, not just went up to the bulls. Big victory for them. And who knows, maybe this is the beginning of something much bigger. That's going to be kind of my focus here. So real quick, just what happened today? Why was it such a big day for the bulls? If you're not familiar with charting, you would have no idea why I would say that. Um, but right here, this candlestick is pretty crazy. This is pretty much the epitome of what a hammer candle would look like, meaning a nice small real body and then a long lower tail. So for the quick candlestick lesson, pretty much what this means is at one point during the day, um, this whole thing was red. So that's what it looked like. Maybe that's a little too thick. Let's try. At one point, the chart basically looked like that. This was a big solid red candle, and obviously that didn't look. That just would be nasty and all that. However, by the end of the day, the bulls had come in and pushed the price back up to where it closed today. So that's where we have the real body. So maybe instead of just doing that, let's just hop to the 5 minute chart real quick. We can see what happened. So this morning, you can see, just a big fall in price. And then the rest of the day, the price just kept creeping up and up and up until all of a sudden it was actually green on the day. It finished up a little under 2%, but at one point being all the way down here. A very impressive, afternoon climb. It looked like it finally bottomed out here around about, I don't know, 10:30, 11:30 or so, and then from there, that's where the uptrend started. So back to the daily chart. Uh, so what's possibly around the corner? Well, I don't know, but the thing that I do know is things were looking really bad for it, and the bulls came, rescued, and we had a big volume, the biggest volume since we've had since over here in early October, and then not looking at that one, the biggest we've had since basically August over here. So real big volume, and whatever happened, maybe there was a misunderstanding of news. I'm not sure, but the Bulls said, "All right, that's enough of that," and they fought all the way back through the afternoon and got it green. The other interesting part is where all this is happening. This orange line right here. This is the 200-day simple moving average. So when you see this sort of action happening around such an important moving average, it's one of those things where you got to take extra note and say, what's going on? Now, don't get me wrong. Am I saying that this is a for sure going to all of a sudden blast off to the moon from here? That's not what I'm saying. But I do like the setup here. I think could be a nice little move here. As always, there's confirmation required, but the possibilities here are looking pretty good. Two things that I would like to see happen. One would be to see this move continue, obviously, but the question is, how do you know what are you going to use to measure if this move's continuing? And what I would use for that is this gray and maroon line here. The gray is a 10-day, this maroon is a 20-day, and notice how it's essentially just been crushing down the price every time it's gotten up there. And especially here, look how it's just basically shoved it down each day. So what a good start to the day or the rest of the week would be to just have a candle that can get up here and close above these moving averages. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but something that can close above these moving averages, because the chart just hasn't had that for such a long time that even something as small as that would make the chart look that much more attractive and start to give confirmation to this candle that we had here today. But the big thing that will mean a lot for the chart and will hopefully start to justify any sort of upwards movement would be some closes above this guy up here, the 50-day simple moving average. If you can start to get some closes above this, then that's, I think, where a lot of radar scanners are gonna pop off. You'll get chartists and traders coming back in, but also just from an overall standpoint, the chart's really gonna look good and attractive, and I would say would draw in some more money. But first, one step at a time. The price just simply needs to get above these two moving averages and start to close up there. And then, you can worry about the 50-day. But for the time being, I would like to see at some point, let's see, there's 2 days left this week. I would like to see the price be able to get up here and put some closes above this moving average. If that can happen, then I think the chart could really start to gain some momentum. So that's where the chart stands right now. Hopefully, this day will continue into tomorrow, but we'll just have to kind of sit back and wait and see. If there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook which goes over tips and tricks on how to profit in the market using charts. It's been getting good reviews, and then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get trade ideas, educational pieces, chart setups, all sorts of things, from big boards all the way down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, so it's worth at least checking out. One more time, this was ERHE. Thanks for listening.